If you're a man over 60 and feeling a slow fade in energy, intimacy, or confidence, you may have been told it's just old age, a natural decline in blood flow and vitality that comes with time. But what if the real issue isn't simply aging, but poor circulation, silently draining your spark and connection with those you love? And what if a humble ingredient already in your kitchen could help reverse this process naturally? I'm Dr. James Carter, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience, helping men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s reclaim their energy, restore intimacy, and rediscover the sense of self that makes life vibrant. Most people view baking soda as a simple tool for baking or cleaning, but when used correctly, it can have a profound impact on blood flow, artery flexibility, and nitric oxide levels, key factors in revitalizing energy, confidence, and closeness. This isn't about complex medical solutions, risky pills, or overwhelming jargon. It's about a practical, science-backed approach that's been quietly transforming lives across the country. In this comprehensive guide, I'll walk you through how baking soda works, why it's effective, and how to use it safely, because doing it wrong can backfire, especially at our age. I'll also share complementary lifestyle habits, real stories of transformation, and tips to address common concerns, empowering you to take control of your health. If you're committed to aging with strength, connection, and purpose, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with tips designed specifically for men over 60. If this resonates, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can support you better. Let's begin with the truth most doctors don't share, and it's costing men more than they realize. The hidden epidemic in men. Over 60, poor blood circulation. I'll never forget Walter, a 68-year-old retired carpenter who walked into my office with a heavy heart and a quiet confession. "Dr. Carter," he said, his voice low, "I don't feel like myself anymore." His hands were perpetually cold, even in warm weather. He was exhausted by early evening, and intimacy with his wife of over 40 years had become rare and emotionally strained. He wasn't just struggling physically, he was carrying a deep sense of loss, feeling disconnected from the vibrant man he once was. Walter's story is not unique. It's a silent epidemic among men over 60, and it all boils down to one overlooked issue: poor blood circulation. As we age, the inner walls of our blood vessels, known as the endothelium, begin to stiffen due to inflammation, oxidative stress, and lifestyle factors. Arteries lose their flexibility, and the smaller vessels, those responsible for delivering warmth, energy, and responsiveness to areas like the hands, feet, and pelvic regions, start to narrow, like old pipes clogging over time. This isn't just about physical symptoms like cold extremities or fatigue. It's about losing the ability to connect physically and emotionally with your partner, your hobbies, and even yourself. Poor circulation erodes strength, mood, and intimacy, leaving men feeling frustrated, disconnected, and questioning their worth as a man, husband, or partner. Medically, this stems from endothelial dysfunction, where the body produces less nitric oxide, a critical molecule that keeps blood vessels relaxed and open, ensuring blood flows freely. Without adequate nitric oxide, areas essential for arousal, memory, and vitality suffer, leading to a cascade of symptoms that many dismiss as just aging. Walter's struggle wasn't inevitable, it was a treatable condition that could be addressed with the right approach. A surprising tool, likely sitting in your kitchen cabinet, can help kickstart this healing process when used correctly. Let's explore the serious consequences of ignoring circulation issues before diving into the solution. The serious consequences of poor circulation. Poor circulation doesn't just affect your extremities, it can unravel your identity, relationships, and overall health. I recall Charles, a 72-year-old retiree known for his selflessness, always caring for his family, neighbors, and even stray animals. But in my office, he looked diminished, his voice barely above a whisper. "Dr. Carter," he said, "I don't feel like a man anymore." His blood work was normal, his heart was steady, but his body wasn't delivering blood where it mattered most, not just to his hands and feet, but to the areas tied to confidence, intimacy, and connection with his wife. When blood flow slows, It's like dimming the lights in your body, one room at a time. The effects creep in gradually. Fatigue and low energy. Less oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles and organs, leaving you winded after simple tasks like climbing stairs. Sleep disruption. Poor circulation can lead to restless nights, as your body struggles to regulate temperature and recovery. Erectile dysfunction. Reduced blood flow to the penis impairs arousal and performance, straining emotional and physical intimacy. Emotional disconnect. The physical decline seeps into your mind, fostering self-doubt, withdrawal, and a sense of fading vitality. Medically, poor endothelial function reduces nitric oxide production, causing blood vessels to constrict. This not only impacts intimacy, but also increases risks of serious conditions, such as vascular disease. Narrowed arteries can signal early heart disease or peripheral artery disease, per studies in circulation. Stroke risk. Restricted blood flow to the brain raises the likelihood of stroke, as noted in the Journal of the American Heart Association. Unresponsive erectile dysfunction. When circulation worsens, even medications like Viagra may lose effectiveness. Charles's struggle was a wake-up call. Ignoring circulation can escalate from mild symptoms to life-altering health issues. But here's the hope. Your body is designed to heal. Blood vessels can regain flexibility, and nitric oxide levels can be restored naturally with the right tools. Baking soda, a simple compound likely in your kitchen, can support this process when used properly. Let's dive into how it works and why it's more than just a household staple. Baking soda, a simple, overlooked solution. When I met Harold, a 67-year-old retired teacher, he was exhausted from chasing solution supplements, prescription pills, even questionable devices from late-night ads. "Nothing works for long," he said, his voice tinged with defeat. "I feel like I'm chasing shadows." I asked a simple question. "Do you have baking soda in your kitchen?" He looked puzzled. "For baking cookies?" I smiled. "Not just for cookies. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is far more than a baking or cleaning aid. When used correctly, it's a powerful tool that supports blood flow, oxygen delivery, and vascular health, particularly for men over 60 struggling with circulation-related issues. As we age, our bodies tend to become more acidic due to dietary habits, for example, processed foods, excessive coffee or alcohol, chronic stress, and declining kidney function. This acidity, known as metabolic acidosis, constricts blood vessels, reduces oxygen and nutrient delivery, and impairs energy, warmth, and responsiveness in areas critical for intimacy. According to research in the Journal of Clinical Investigation, baking soda neutralizes excess acidity, gently balancing the body's pH to promote freer blood flow and better oxygen distribution. This can lead to increased energy. Improved circulation delivers more oxygen to muscles and organs. Enhanced warmth. Better blood flow reduces cold hands and feet, a common complaint in older adults. Improved intimacy. Restored circulation supports responsiveness in the pelvic region, enhancing erectile function. Harold started using baking soda under my guidance, paired with hydration and healthy habits. Within 3 weeks, he reported more morning energy, less joint stiffness, and a renewed spark in his relationship. "I didn't expect something so simple to make such a difference," he said. Baking soda isn't a cure-all. It works best as part of a holistic approach, but it can be a catalyst for men struggling with fatigue, cold extremities, or intimacy issues. However, using it incorrectly can be harmful, so let's explore the risks to avoid. The danger of using baking soda the wrong way. Baking soda's simplicity is its strength, but it can backfire if misused. I treated Dennis, a 70-year-old active golfer, who read online that baking soda could boost circulation. Eager for quick results, he took a teaspoon twice daily, thinking more was better. Within a week, he experienced bloating, a spike in blood pressure, and landed in the ER with heart palpitations and confusion. His kidneys, weakened by age and silent stress, couldn't handle the sodium overload, a risk highlighted in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases. Baking soda affects your body's pH, fluid balance, and sodium levels, which are delicate in older adults, especially those on medications for blood pressure, heart, or kidney issues. Excessive sodium can lead to fluid retention, causing swelling in the legs or hands, blood pressure spikes, increasing risks of heart strain or stroke, electrolyte imbalance, disrupting heart rhythm or kidney function. I've seen well-meaning men make this mistake, hoping for rapid fixes without understanding the risks. Dennis's experience was a lesson in caution. Baking soda isn't a vitamin you can take carelessly. It's a powerful compound that requires respect, like tuning a classic car before a long drive. The good news is that these risks are entirely avoidable with the right approach, proper dosing, timing, hydration, and medical guidance. Let's explore how to use baking soda safely to unlock its benefits without harm. How to use baking soda safely. The key to harnessing baking soda's benefits lies in precision, care, and respect for your body's unique needs. For most healthy men over 60, start with 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda stirred into a full 8-ounce glass of water, taken on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, not after meals, not before bed, and not multiple times a day. This small dose gently balances pH, supporting circulation without overwhelming your system. I worked with Ray, a 74-year-old retiree, struggling with afternoon energy crashes and circulation issues that made short walks exhausting. We started with this protocol: 1/4 teaspoon in water each morning, paired with consistent hydration, 8 to 10 cups of water daily. Within 3 weeks, Ray said, "I feel clearer, steadier, and my hands aren't freezing anymore." His walks became easier, and he felt more present with his partner, noticing a spark he thought was lost. Key tips for safe use. Hydration is critical. Drink 8 to 10 cups of water daily to support circulation and prevent sodium buildup. Add lemon or cucumber slices for flavor to make it enjoyable. Dehydration reduces baking soda's effectiveness and increases risks. Check medications. If you're on blood pressure, heart, or kidney medications, for example, diuretics, ACE inhibitors, or beta blockers, consult your doctor, as baking soda can interact with them, potentially causing sodium retention or electrolyte imbalances. Monitor your body. Watch for signs like bloating, swelling, or discomfort. If these occur, stop immediately and seek medical advice. Regular blood pressure checks are wise during the first month. Start small. Begin with 1/4 teaspoon daily and only increase to 1/2 teaspoon after 4 to 6 weeks under medical supervision. More is not better. Precision is key. Pair with healthy habits. Eat a diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods, for example, leafy greens, berries, nuts, olive oil, and engage in 20 to 30 minutes of daily activity, like walking or yoga, to amplify circulation benefits. Baking soda isn't a quick fix. It's a small, intentional step toward healing. When used correctly, it can spark a cascade of improvements in energy, warmth, and intimacy, but consistency and care are essential. Complementary lifestyle habits for lasting vitality. To maximize baking soda's benefits and support overall vascular health, integrate these lifestyle habits. Exercise. Engage in 20 to 30 minutes of daily activity, walking, swimming, cycling, or light strength training to boost blood flow and nitric oxide production. Even gentle yoga can improve circulation and flexibility. Nutrition. Adopt a Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, for example, citrus, berries, vegetables, for example, spinach, broccoli, whole grains, for example, quinoa, oats, lean proteins, for example, fish, chicken, and healthy fats, for example, olive oil, avocados. Avoid processed foods, excessive sugar, and alcohol, which increase acidity and inflammation. Hydration. Drink 8 to 10 cups of water daily to enhance blood flow and nutrient delivery. Herbal teas or infused water, for example, with mint or cucumber, can make hydration enjoyable. Sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep nightly to support hormone balance, recovery, and vascular health. A consistent bedtime routine, for example, avoiding screens, reading, promotes restful sleep. Stress management. Practice 5 to 10 minutes of deep breathing, meditation, or gratitude, journaling daily to lower cortisol, which constricts blood vessels. Apps like Calm or Headspace can guide beginners. Social connection. Stay engaged with friends, family, or community groups. For example, book clubs, volunteer organizations, to boost oxytocin and combat loneliness. Enhancing emotional intimacy and mental well-being. Pelvic floor exercises. Perform Kegel exercises, contracting and relaxing pelvic muscles for 5 to 10 minutes daily to improve blood flow to the pelvic region, enhancing erection quality and control. These habits work synergistically with baking soda, creating a robust foundation for lasting vitality, confidence, and connection. For example, combining daily walks with a nutrient-rich diet amplifies baking soda's ability to improve circulation, while stress management enhances emotional presence in relationships. Real stories of transformation. The power of this approach lies in real stories of men who've reclaimed their vitality. Beyond Walter, Charles, Harold, and Ray, I've witnessed countless transformations. George, a 69-year-old widower, felt trapped in a cycle of fatigue and disconnection, avoiding social outings due to low energy. After starting the baking soda protocol, paired with daily walks and a diet rich in berries and greens, he joined a local book club. "I didn't realize how much I'd missed feeling present," he said, his eyes bright with renewed purpose. Henry, a 73-year-old retiree, followed the protocol and noticed warmer hands, deeper sleep, and a renewed closeness with his wife. "We're holding hands again, laughing like we used to," he shared. Another patient, Thomas, a 71-year-old former mechanic, combined baking soda with pelvic floor exercises and said, "I feel alive, again, not just physically, but emotionally. I'm dating again, and I didn't think that was possible." These men aren't exceptions. They're proof that your body and spirit remain capable, no matter your age. Small, intentional changes, like a daily glass of baking soda water, can spark profound transformations in energy, intimacy, and confidence. Addressing common concerns and misconceptions. Many men hesitate to try baking soda due to myths, concerns, or lack of clarity. Let's address the most common questions to provide reassurance and guidance. Is baking soda safe for everyone? When used in small, controlled doses, 1/4 teaspoon daily, and under medical guidance, baking soda is generally safe for healthy men. However, those with heart disease, kidney issues, or high blood pressure, or those on medications like diuretics or ACE inhibitors, should consult a doctor due to potential sodium-related risks, such as fluid retention or elevated blood pressure. Will I see instant results? Baking soda's effects build gradually over 3 to 6 weeks, not overnight. Patience and consistency are essential for noticeable improvements in energy, warmth, and intimacy. Can I take more for faster results? Absolutely no. Excessive doses, for example, over 1/2 teaspoon daily, can disrupt pH balance, elevate blood pressure, or strain kidneys, leading to serious side effects like heart palpitations or swelling. Stick to recommended amounts. Do I need a partner to benefit? This protocol enhances overall vitality, energy, and confidence, benefiting both single men and those in relationships. Improved circulation supports physical and mental well-being, regardless of partnership status. What if I have health conditions? Always consult a healthcare provider before starting, especially if you have conditions like hypertension, heart failure, or kidney disease. Regular monitoring, for example, blood pressure checks, is wise during the first month. If you're unsure where to begin, start with hydration and lifestyle changes. For example, daily walks, a nutrient-rich diet, to prepare your body. Then add baking soda under medical supervision to ensure safety and effectiveness. Enhancing results with additional natural supports. While baking soda is a powerful tool, combining it with other natural strategies can amplify its benefits for circulation and intimacy. Nitric oxide boosting foods. Incorporate foods like beets, spinach, arugula, and pomegranate, which are rich in nitrates and antioxidants that enhance nitric oxide production, supporting blood vessel relaxation and flow. Anti-inflammatory spices. Add turmeric with a pinch of black pepper or ginger to meals to reduce vascular inflammation, complementing baking soda's pH balancing effects. Omega-3 fatty acids. Include fatty fish, for example, salmon, mackerel, walnuts, or flax seeds, to improve arterial flexibility and reduce cholesterol buildup, per the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Herbal teas. Drink hibiscus or green tea daily, which studies in hypertension show can lower blood pressure and support vascular health, enhancing baking soda's circulation benefits. Breathing exercises. Practice diaphragmatic breathing, 5 to 10 minutes daily, to oxygenate blood and reduce stress, further improving circulation and emotional presence. These supports work in harmony with baking soda, creating a holistic approach to vascular health and intimacy. For example, a breakfast of oatmeal with walnuts and berries, paired with morning baking soda water and a brisk walk, sets the stage for sustained energy and responsiveness throughout the day. Conclusion: you're not done, yet your best years are ahead. Thank you for joining me, Dr. James Carter, in this journey to reclaim your vitality. Poor circulation doesn't just affect your body, it dims your energy, intimacy, and sense of self, leaving you feeling disconnected from the man you are. But with a simple tool like baking soda, used safely and intentionally alongside healthy habits, you can support blood flow, restore responsiveness, and rediscover connection in ways you thought were lost. I think of Frank, a 76-year-old widower who started this protocol hoping to feel more alive. With 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda each morning, consistent hydration, daily walks, and a diet rich in greens and berries, he noticed warmer hands, deeper sleep, and a renewed openness to connection. "I never thought I'd feel this kind of closeness again," he said, his gentle smile reflecting a quiet pride. This isn't about chasing shortcuts or miracles, it's about giving your body the steady care it deserves with patience, consistency, and respect. You're not broken, you're just beginning. Your body hasn't given up, it's waiting for you to tune in. Start today with 1 glass of baking soda water, 1 healthy meal, 1 walk, and 1 promise to yourself to take your health seriously. Your energy, confidence, and connections are still within reach, and your next chapter can be filled with vitality and joy. If this inspired you, like, share, and comment below to spread hope to others. Type 1 if this resonated, or 0 to share how I can help further. Subscribe for more practical, science-backed tips to age with strength, confidence, and connection. Your best years are not behind you, they're waiting for you to claim them, starting now.